Welcome, boys and girls! It's time to open the gates of adventure and mystery to the land of Mythaville! Chapter 7, Dragon's Edge to Fairy Spawn. As we rode through the dense dark green forest, the goblins came out of the forest in hordes. They all played games like chase and smiled peacefully. The end of the dark net was gone. As we passed by the fairy glitter cave and ruined treehouse, an endless wall of stone appears before us. As me and Vera halted the horses, we both jumped down. How are we going to get past Dragon's Edge? Asked Vera, as they searched for a large pointy rock, slightly a piece of stone that fell off the brightly orange colossal wall. To grab a jagged piece of stone near the faded dragon marked out, I struck a nearby geyser's spout. The geysers didn't leave the stones to form a staircase. The goblins fled from a distant roar. As an emerald green dragon and a deep ocean blue dragon flew down in front of us, their warm presence invited us on their back. As we climbed into the two dragons, we flew to the top of the dragon's head. As me and Vera hopped off the dragon near the dragon's temple, Traven flew down on his dark red dragon. Welcome to Dragon's Edge, the birthplace of dragonkind, greeted Traven as he hopped off the slightly bigger baby dragon. Thanks, Benji, added Traven on the creature's rough, scaly head as he followed the other dragons back to the sky. Wow, Traven, how did you get this to happen? As we all entered through the deep, red-eyed dragon's archway, stepping into the dome room blue from the glistening stone brick walls. Well, Benji was breathing blue fire in here a while ago, answered Trav. The dome flashed back to life, so hordes of dragons flying above the clouds. Eggs started glowing in a variety of different colors. As the dome went back to its glass look, Vera said, "Oh, that is all this temple going to show us." As Vera begins to stride out of the temple, a roar comes out of the central passageway. As we followed the ferocious roar, the golden, bronze, and silver dragons were gone, leaving both the statues of the three races on the left side and the three creature statues on the opposite side. As we passed by, Traven added, "The dragons used this place as a nursery of some kind. Maybe they're preparing for the return of the age of dragons," joked Vera as he glanced at his dragon blade. A very rare blade made from the bones of dragons that can cut through anything. "Well, Traven, you can go see your brother again. You don't have to worry about Gale anymore," I stated as Traven looked at me for the same place the last remaining object of legend stood, which me and Laura started calling the Survivor's Blade, as we hung it above our throne. "Thanks, Sai, but it's been so long. I will be seen as an outsider," stated Traven, as we all strolled past the statues to the passageway back into the dome room. Some more baby dragons hatched from the glowing eggs, I declared. "You might have all the time in the world, but Roval doesn't." "I know you're right, Sai, but how did you become so wise?" Traven asked as the other baby dragons surrounded him, as he crouched down and petted the hatchlings gently on their heads. I assumed maybe it comes from my experience of being here for 20 long years. As we exited the temple, me and Vera climbed back on the same blue and green as they shot upwards into the sky. Traven disappeared into the low, barren clouds below. As the dragons dived down the other side of Dragon's Edge, we hopped off near the endless wall towards the dragons themselves. As Vera glanced at the broken blade on his whip, I asserted, "We'll find a way to fix your blade." "So that's why you and Traven are true nobles," added Vera as we traveled into the enchanted jungle. As we traversed through the vibrant green palm leaves and oversized flowers, a pond of crystal blue water emerged deep within the jungle. As I stopped at the glowing blue pond, I thought about the last time I dipped my toes into these unusually warm water. "Say, this is a nice pond and all, but how will this help us with the dark remnants?" questioned Vera, as floating balls of light flew towards the pond from unseen parts of the jungle. The one of the largest blue balls of light formed into Felina. The other fairies danced above the pond like before, somewhat of a routine for whoever stumbles to the magical pond. "This is the pond of knowledge, young man," answered the little old lady with long white hair, as we stood there and saw Felina. Can I go into the pond of knowledge again?" I asked the slightly peeved off elder fairy, as glanced at Vera's youthful and naive appearance. "Fine, it's been 20 years since you last visited, Sai," gave in Felina, surrounded below our feet. As the large blue gazebo launched out of the Felina turned back into a floating blue orb of light. As I waded deep into the water, my vision blurred into utter blackness. As I woke up in the white fairy, stepped through what many people in Mythaville would have called the Dream Zone, one of the many legendary symbols of ancient magic. "Magic that is thought to be extinct. Magic that is thought to be extinct," echoed the voice of Laura. As I wandered through the endless white, with every footfall I took, the shallow water trickled below me. As an elementary schoolyard appeared in front of me, look at all the blurry faces of kids and teachers around me, with only a boy in blue and a boy in red being clearly visible. I met Rob back in Kitten as the boy in red sat at the same lonely green bench the boy in blue sat on. He asked, "Are you new here?" "Yeah. Are you? The boy in blue asked back with a toothy grin on his face. Yeah, my name is Robert. Do you want to be friends with me? Smiled the yellow-skinned boy, who appeared a lot lighter in his fine white collared shirt with a golden eagle emblem on it. Yeah, we will be the best of friends, said in my high-pitched voice and my love of bright blue shirts. Yeah, friends forever, agreed Robert, as both the younger versions of me and Robert shook hands. As the memory faded back into the void, I cried, I forgot my best friend. Somehow echoed the voice of Veer. I turned to face the young teenage knight. I asked, how are you in here, Veer? Well, I jumped into the pond like you did, answered Veer, as the blue orb of light flew around us. How could you do this? I wailed as the blue light formed into Felina. As Veer stepped a few feet back from my upset look. Sorry, thought the fairies could have taken us out of the pond. I could have. The fairies take you to out. We have to find your own way out now. Admitted Felina, as he disappeared like a memory. As me and Veer rushed through the void, droplets flew from the water onto our clothes. Dark, intimidating tower on the hill appeared to the feet of a stern-faced king. Please, help us, King's Rest. My husband just left me and my boys alone, cried the maiden as the younger versions of Veer and Belliver stood frozen in fear, like a statue, as King's Rest's twisted grey wood staff lit in a purple glow. The maiden was turned into a flat stone. Terrifying king took the rock from the ground. He sneered. Okay, boys, what to do with you? As the memory faded away like the last one, I uttered, Fear! I didn't know you kept secret. It was a secret from as the face of King Zeras permeated into our minds. As we rumbled through the endless white void, two hearts appeared. A glowing golden heart and a cracked crystal heart was touched by a red thread. A certain red mist spewed from the cracked heart and formed the whirlpool. Is this the way out? As no form of an answer came, we jumped into a whirling red mist. As a voice from the red mist whispered, Malin is her name. My vision returned to sheer blackness once more. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, and buy my books off of Amazon, and have a magical day.